Hi guys, it's Kiana from Spiritual Soul, and today I have this week's Pick a Card reading. So I'll be reading these intuitively and asking you to pick one pile. The title of this week's reading is What Are Their Thoughts? But it's also going to be set into two separate sets in the read for What Are Their Thoughts and What Are the Possibilities. This could be about love, work, whatever you see to it. Most people are going to be coming to this one for love, but it will resonate with other types of questions as well. So take a moment and pick 1, 2, or 3, and I'll put the timestamps in the description below. In the meantime, like and subscribe, and we will do weekly pick a card readings as well as weekly updates in general reads. I'll give you a moment. All right, so we're going to start with pile number 1. So, hello number 1s. What is up for you this week with what are their thoughts and the possibilities? So we've got pocket tarots, we've got 5 cards, and I'll be spreading those into 2 separate sets. One will be for what are their thoughts, and the second set will sort of be what's coming forth and moving forward in the possibilities. So what are their thoughts? Let me just take these in. All right. Okay. Number 1s, what are their thoughts? We're dealing with a very strong masculine energy. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily a male that you're seeking answers for. However, I think the majority of you are going to be seeing that this is a male energy. What it means is that it's somebody strong in their power. It's a really strong, grounded, masculine power. And I kind of feel like that they're lost in their thoughts. They don't really have any thoughts to you specifically. It doesn't necessarily mean that anything is going bad or anything's going wrong. It just means that they're a little bit up in the clouds. They're not looking to what's available around them in the way of cups and emotions. They're kind of looking at their own thing. They're kind of ignoring all the well and the fulfillment that you can provide them in this situation. They're just a little bit looking at their own power in this, their own independence. I think you're dealing with a very independent kind of person. Now, what's coming forward and what's possible is almost a different story, which I find very interesting. We've got the Knight of Cups. We have a lot of cups here. Cups are about emotion and feelings and partnerships. So we've got the Knight of Cups. Knights are about action. Taking action, somebody who's going to take action. And the Knight of Cups being romance and a sensitive charmer. So this person, while very masculine and independent in their own thoughts and ways, can also be a charmer and very sensitive. And in that, what's possible is an excellent partnership for you guys. So let's pull some clarifiers to go with these. We've got, yes, okay. We've got Moth Spirit and Dolphin Spirit. I'm not quite sure if you can see those. So let's talk about this. Moth Spirit. This is where the transition's going to happen here. Going from somebody who's lost in their own thoughts about the situation and about you and into this sort of almost perfect partnership is that they're going to surrender to it. They're going to surrender to their thoughts. They're going to surrender to you. But it's not going to be your doing that does it. It's going to be something that comes naturally. It's a flow. So don't try and force it. I feel like in the next couple of weeks, you're going to start to see a shift where they surrender to their thoughts. They know that they've got their independence. They know that they've got their strength, and now they can give it to you. And this is where we have just this beautiful, blessed sort of action and movement. And, Dolphin Spirit talks about this and that are true. So it really reflects well to what both of these are, is that this is true and that is true. They just become the whole yin and yang partnership. So what are their thoughts? Well, right now their thoughts are about themselves, not selfishly, not in a selfish way, but just in a way of that they're very independent. What's possible and to come is some beautiful, great partnership vibes. Hope that makes sense. Cheers, guys. Like and subscribe. Follow me. Okay. Number 2s. Hello, group 2. What are their thoughts and what are the possibilities? Okay. So I'm going to be switching these into 2 sets. One's going to be what are their thoughts and what are the possibilities. And then I have a couple of clarifiers here for each set. Okay. I'm just going to take this in. What are their thoughts? They belong this way, apparently. Okay. Their thoughts about you. Their thoughts about you are fantastic. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles. You know, we're talking about, they see you as resourceful and stylish and full of grace. They also see you being a little bit traditional and anchored, and in a very positive way. Even if you're a non-traditional person, they view you as somebody who can sort of take and embody all the traditional things that they seek in somebody and in a partnership, and that you're very fruitful, and that you bring a lot of good fortune to the situation. However, and this is a little bit different than groups 1 and 3, because the way that these are supposed to read is this is what is their thoughts, and then this is the possibilities. However, the possibilities here are also about their thoughts, and they're twofold. This is their thoughts about you, but this is their thoughts about them. And in that, it brings the possibilities. So their thoughts about themselves are that maybe they're bringing some unfulfilled expectations to the situation. They feel like that maybe they've been hiding a little bit in the shadows, that they're not bringing their true self and their true feelings to light. They see you in such high regard and such good fortune, and they don't quite feel like that they're bringing that for themselves to the partnership or to the relationship or whatever the question you are seeking, is that this person is kind of feeling like they're not living up to measure. This is their own doing, and they are going to get over it, because this actually helps balance them, is that it helps them to see the light and to bring you off the pedestal and bring themselves up so that you're on even ground. Let's just pull some clarifiers here. Okay. So we've got chameleon spirit, act as if, and parrot spirit, watch your words. What I love about this is that these are 2 very colorful animal spirits. So this just highlights, they feel like that they have to watch themselves a little bit, that they have to watch their words. And it's not that they're living in fear or anything. It's just that they're trying to be careful. They want to do right by you. They feel like you are worth the effort to be mindful and to really just watch things happen and unfold, and not to be too gung-ho saying silly things in their head. So their thoughts about you, act as if. Really, there's nothing to say about this other than that you are colorful and beautiful, and that if they continue to just move in this momentum of thinking that you are all of this, and if they can watch their words and kind of find their own power, in the next moon phase, so I'm going to say in the next week or 2, you're going to start seeing a shift where all of this starts balancing together. So kind of like in group number 1, where we had a yin and yang situation of matching up between the sets, we've got that here too. So don't worry so much about this. They will come to their own. Next moon phase, they're going to bring it all together, but they think amazing things of you. Hope this makes sense, number 2s. Okay, group number 3s. Hello. We've got 5 pocket tarots. And I'm going to be making 2 sets out of these. What are their thoughts and what are the possibilities? All right, very clear off the bat to me. And then we'll bring in a couple of clarifiers. So, their thoughts, group number 3 is wow. They see you and think of you and whatever partnership or relationship or communications that you guys have together is fantastic. They see it as a lot of good fortune. How do they want me to read this? Oh, 3 of Pentacles, a lot of action. I get a lot of balancing here too. We've got a little bit of the balancing board, and the ladder for growth is, this card can quite often sometimes mean, the 7 of Cups means a little bit of decadence and indulgence. But in this situation, it's not a bad thing. They see the 2 of you, they think the 2 of you can have fun and be frivolous and do great things, but that there's also a good anchoring and good fortune and good growth here, that there's purposeful action to your partnership. So what you have here is sort of like a good balance. And I love that this guy is balancing in the middle. Now, what's possible and what's coming forth is just fantastic. We've got the Lovers and the Sun. Sorry, guys. The Sun, wow. The Sun is all about vitality and growth and success and just happiness. It is a yes card. Everything about this reading for number 3 is a yes. You want to know what their thoughts are about you? You might have come asking if they have good thoughts about you. It is a resounding yes. The Lovers is all about ultimate love, divine love, and good choices. Everything about this reading is, I don't know what else to say. It's just fantastic. So let's just see the clarifiers. All right. So we have Koi Fish Spirit, which is there is always enough, and Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. So in regards to the thoughts of you, where they feel like that there's good fortune, that there's purposeful action, that there's some fun involved, there is always enough. They feel like with you, there is always enough. And what's coming forth in what is possible is the Rhino Spirit, and you guys can overcome any obstacle together. This reading is just beautiful, guys. I hope that resonates well with you, and I hope it sits well. Be sure to follow me every week for a pick a card update and a weekly update for a general topic. Bye.